business to be found. So you need to join us at our classes. We have classes every week with Grove Park. We have AI training every Tuesday, and we also have our new class coming out will be all about the digital economy. So come on with this journey with us, because you're coming to our biggest time of the year. 85 days left until the World Cup. So what does that mean for you? Are you ready? Now, readiness doesn't mean do you just have a business, do you have your business license, do you have a permit? This group, I already know you have that done. Readiness is you've got the world coming to your doorstep. What creative ideas do you have that we can display right now? Now, I can announce this week that we just did a partnership with the Atlanta Black Chamber. Doing that partnership lets us know that we're going to make sure all the businesses in that ecosystem are ready. So our AI training will help with those businesses. Our POS machines will help with those businesses, as well as our digital marketing, our digital hospitality. So if you create this ecosystem collectively, we want to see every one of the companies win. So how did we start this? In Grove Park, we started with Grove Park Ready. We partnered with the Northwest Business Association. The Grove Park Foundation sponsored this work to make sure that businesses along the Hollowell corridor can actually participate in the World Cup. My passion, I played soccer. You can even see the jersey. But that doesn't mean anything. What is that World Cup that's coming? Think of it this way. What if I told you 48 countries are coming to the United States, Canada, and Mexico? Each of those teams are supported by at least 20 businesses. So if you have those 20 businesses coming to an area, and Atlanta has been so successful in its history of big events that this time we host 8 matches. Those 8 matches are going to present an amazing variety of opportunities. Now, your opportunity may be in hospitality. It may just be in marketing. You may have a technology that needs to launch. You may do 3D printing. You may have a restaurant with a savvy menu. You may have a big facility, a big field. You may be a municipality that needs help in entertaining its citizens, or being the hospitable team to bring everybody here. There's a variety of opportunities that are at the table. And we just welcome you into this space. We want everyone to participate in this concentrated economic activity happening between June 11th through July 19th. Now, of course, why would we wait to June 10th to get it together? That's why we're working through our World Cup Ready platform to get you ready today. Not yesterday, that's past. We need you ready right now so that you can make sure you bring in the businesses to be successful during this time. This is what we're about at World Cup Ready. Grove Park Foundation, as we started with our Grove Park Ready team, now those businesses are getting contracts. Now we need your business to get contracts, strategic partnerships, as well as just have pure fun during this time. You don't want this big economic activity for you to just be a spectator. This is time for you to engage. Let's create our own economic activity. Let's have fun with our neighbors, our partners. Let's really create the economic viability of Atlanta and the surrounding areas, because this is the time to win. You don't get one of these often. Yes, we get Super Bowls. Yes, we get Final Fours. That has prepared us. But this is the World Cup. And just, if you understand that, then you know the last World Cup, when France played Argentina, 2022, it is rumored, or documented rather, that 1.5 billion people watched the match. I've seen some estimates that it was up to 3 billion. But even more, it but we need to raise our game. Your business needs to be seen in the digital space. What are they going to do when they land at the airport? Who are they going to find? How do they know you exist? What registry are you on? Are you registered to work with the state? Are you registered to work with the city? All of these opportunities are available to you as long as you're willing to put in the work to get ready. So you can go to worldcupready.com to register, take your assessment, join our mailing list. We have meetings on a regular basis, and we are ready to win right now. So come on in. Come on in. I'm talking to you. Come on in. WorldCupReady.com. I'm Mr. World Cup Ready. We're going to be doing interviews with several businesses that are already showing their readiness. We have our Grove Park 20. We have the Atlanta Black Chamber. We just worked with the Muslim Chamber. We're going to be working with the Filipino Chamber, the Latino Chamber. We're working with Underground Atlanta. We're working with Cam Newton's Restaurants, over 309 Social and Fellowship. What else do you need? We are getting ready. We are preparing. We're not leaving any stone unturned because there's plenty of ideas, Chap, that you've been thinking about in the shower or been talking to your friends by the water cooler that we really need you to get on right now. So let's make it happen. This is Mr. World Cup Ready. I have all the team ready for you. They're ready to talk and train you. We have the framework for you to get started. Let's go. Give me another directive on that one. Yeah, what's the next step? Just give me a topic, Mike. No, yeah. Just give me other things you want me to cover. The history. So, as a student at Georgia Tech in '94, I had the privilege of watching the Olympics come in '96. So watching the Olympics, I got to see pre-Georgia Tech and post-Georgia Tech. Right now, we are experiencing post-Georgia Tech. We are experiencing post-Olympic activity in the city of Atlanta. So now that you know that that is possible, what do you think in this day and age, 30 years from then, that we can do with the World Cup coming here? So during my time working for the Andrew Young Foundation, I actually got to ask Ambassador Andrew Young, how did this all play out? Why was this so important? And being able to learn that it was an incredible idea, him and Billy Payne, and you've heard the whole story, but what were some of the regrets? They wish they could have done some things better with businesses. They wish they could have put more businesses on and more communities on. But of course, that was Atlanta really experimenting into this whole world of the global games. That was the experiment. And it was one incredible experiment. But now, 30 years later, it's no longer an experiment. We're pretty much adults in this game. We've hosted some of the finest events. Atlanta's hosted everything from the Apparel Mart to any big sporting event, any large concerts. Beyonce shut the city down. All of those things have happened here. This is Atlanta. We're grown up now. But now it's time to show our international hospitality. This World Cup offers a new opportunity to do that. But the best way for us to be successful is not to repeat the same mistakes that we have already learned from. And that mistake would be for the small business person to not walk away with an incredible moment. And that's what the city is working very hard to do with Showcase Atlanta. And we're working very hard with World Cup Ready to make sure you're prepared. Those things must go together. You need a city that can actually create the opportunity, but you need the citizens who are ready for those opportunities. We know the corporations will be ready.
We already know that. We already know that Mercedes-Benz will be ready, or future the Atlanta Stadium will be ready. We already know the Georgia World Congress Center, they will be ready. All the hotels, they will be ready. But what about the person selling smoothies? Will they be ready? What about the person who has a car wash? Can they do something different? Maybe no cars are coming. What about the person who's selling t-shirts? Can they sell a premium t-shirt? Who knows what the opportunities are? Because we are looking for true businesses to be ignited during this moment. You can go back and interview the people in '96 that had businesses that were just average businesses that turned to $1 million businesses. So who's going to be on that list this time? The businesses that have the opportunity to leverage the World Cup to take their product global. What if they take their music global? What if they actually secured a whole new partnership with Saudi Arabia or Spain or Morocco or Haiti? The countries that are coming here, they're looking to do business. We see it as a soccer match, which is fortunate but unfortunate. This is one of the biggest economic opportunities that will ever exist on the planet. Because never would you have this many nations coming together and spending 39 days thinking about economic activity. Yes, it's disguised in their team winning, but really, what happens when they're not playing? The match is only 3 hours. So what are they doing with the rest of their time that day? Are they going to go to Atlantic Station or Pond City Market? What are they doing? How are they eating? What souvenirs are they buying? When you go on vacation, what do you do? So that's where the international hospitality, our mindset about that we need to be made aware so that we can activate and have fun with that. But the history of this is very, very important. Atlanta is from a logistics standpoint, we're an incredible location. We're within 2 hours of 80% of the U.S. population. But what does that mean to you? Your business, you have to connect yourself to an economic opportunity. So when you see a World Cup coming, what does it mean for you? Is it just a nuisance? Or maybe you make a little money because you have an Airbnb. Or is there something that you actually could partner with your neighbors or the people at your office, or you think about this totally different where it can scale your business? Because that's what's happening on the corporate level with the World Cup. So why is it not happening for you? That's what we're here to do with World Cup Ready. So, and the reality is those companies that take advantage of this moment, this is a legacy moment for you. So I can think back where if you go and watch the documentary, The Games in Black and White. It's a great documentary on the city of Atlanta and what it did for what the Olympics and how the Olympics impacted. But one of the persons in that video is C.D. Moody. C.D. Moody will tell you his legacy was born during the Olympics. So who is the C.D. Moody of now? I believe we can do more than just a few. We can have hundreds and hundreds of C.D. Moody's. Will it be the companies that we're partnered with? We know our companies. I can think of Create. I can think of IAP. I can think of even Quick Carry, our new Uber type service or transportation service. These are companies that we're positioning, but there's plenty more. We will have a list that you can see, our vendor list, so that we are looking to create legacies. Over the next 30 years, who will be talked about? Because we can't say that anybody that we will have another global event within the next 30 years. We can't promise that. I believe we will. I believe the frequency will be different than what it is now, because it's been 30 years though. So over the next 30 years, what will we say about the Williams and its full studio? What will we say about Mike Will Made It and the music he produces? And during the World Cup, he was great, but man, his song is gone now. What will we say about the clothing line once we do this big fashion show? What will we say? What will we say about the new technology, our apps, We got a U-Ready app. We got XXX POS machines. They are coming out. All of this ingenuity, all of this innovation. What will we say about it? Is your name on the list? We're committed to putting people on. My biggest thing about Atlanta, that Maynard Jackson and Andrew Young and those leaders, they institutionalize putting people on. Their legacy of doing that will outlive them forever because they made Atlanta a cornerstone. They were able to make Atlanta something that even Detroit couldn't continue with its phenomenal success through the 50s and 60s. Atlanta is set up with its airport to be incredible, but we can't stop with just the airport. We're looking for more winners. We're looking for more companies who are community driven, that can come with real clear focus, that have a global perspective, that can thrive in this space. We know that UPS is going to win. We know that AT&T will win. We know they're winning. But still the question is, what about you? Your legacy, your family, your pass down. What about you? Are you winning in this World Cup moment? Are you ready for this World Cup moment? That's the critical part of World Cup ready. We're asking you, are you ready? I can tell you the Grove Park Foundation has done incredible work to be ready. The businesses that meet at our Saturday school are putting in the work to be ready. I can tell you the businesses that come through our AI training every Tuesday, they are doing everything they can do to be ready. And once we launch our digital economy classes at the top of April, they're going to do everything they can do to be ready. But the question, if you're not there, I'm not saying you're not ready. But I don't know of another ecosystem preparing people to get ready. So if you are getting yourself ready, why wouldn't you be with everybody else who's getting ready? These people are declaring that they're getting ready. So I just want you to have better friends. I want you to have better businesses around you. I want you to have people who understand this is not just a soccer jersey moment. This is about you being able to create a legacy for yourself, because we know these are turbulent times. But I can tell you one thing that's happening right now for sure. Between June 11th and July 19th, there will be people swarming the city of Atlanta. And it will be so frustrating. I can already predict the future. But that if you don't take this time to get ready, that you're going to be the first person upset. You're going to be mad. Because all you see, you ordered some last minute t-shirts from Temu and then nobody want to buy them. So I'm letting you know right now, if you want your legacy to be in a great, great, great place, come on down. Join worldcupready.com. It's time. The time is now. Okay. Collaborations. We're open to partner with anybody when it comes down to getting the work done. If we're talking about one of the things that's happening right now in our system is that we have businesses who need buying power. They need to increase what they can offer the people that are coming here. So the best way to do that is through collaboration. But let me tell you how we uncover that collaboration. On every other Friday, the first and third Friday, we have our Deal Makers Lounge. We invite you in to declare, what does your business do? Now that you're there, you get to talk to other ready-minded members that they're so ready that they're willing to collaborate with you so that you can win, so that y'all can win. Give you that southern drawl, that y'all can win. Not just you, not just them. We want everyone in the room to win. Collaboration is at the core of what we did here, because that's how you get Grove Park Foundation. But then you take one step over, you got the city of Atlanta and everything it's provided. Then you take Showcase Atlanta. Then you take Invest Atlanta. Then you look at over at the Beltline, you see how serious they are. Then you start thinking about, oh, what's happening at Underground Atlanta? Oh, wait a minute. What's actually happening down the Hollowell corridor? All of these people, all of these situations, they have an interest at putting on the best scenario and situation for the city of Atlanta. But the citizens have got to lean in. You've got to get some training to make sure you're ready. Don't take the I'll wait and see approach. If you know that 200,000, 300,000, some say 750,000 people are coming to this city. Now, one thing I know, you can't service all 750,000. I don't care what business you're in. But if you are servicing more people than you typically service, you need a partner. But the good thing is, we've got a lot of them. They are ready and willing to work together because they know that 100% of nothing is terrible. But they know 1% of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million is incredible. They understand the difference between partnership and running solo dolo through this World Cup venture. And I can tell you in Atlanta, not a lot of people know a lot about soccer. We think we do because Atlanta United is a really good organization. However, global soccer matches is totally different. I can tell you a story how we missed out on selling a lot of jerseys when Messi came to town to play with Argentina just under 2 years ago. He was here. Argentinian fans were everywhere looking to buy something, and the best we could sell them was some lemon pepper wings. That's all we had. We had some lemon pepper wings. We didn't have jerseys. We didn't have soccer balls. We didn't have any of those things in place, but we had a packed stadium of fans looking to support Lionel Messi. So what do you think is going to happen this time? And I tell you what, you need to go research the Spain team. The Spain team has some of the world's best players, young players, iconic players already on their team. They won the Euros. So therefore, who's hosting Spain? Anybody? Atlanta is hosting a potential finalist for the World Cup. That takes nothing away from Cabo Verde, nothing away from Haiti, nothing away from Morocco, which should be a really good team, nothing away from Saudi Arabia, nothing away from South Africa. But we are fortunate to have the Spanish team here because they are predicted to be one of the finalists of this whole match. So, I can't tell you to go learn Spanish in 90 days or 85 days, but some of you should try. But I bet you this, you do know someone who speaks Spanish pretty well. You make sure they're sitting at your restaurant when people come in. You make sure your menus are ready and converted. You make sure that you can accept the money that comes over from Spain because you are now have been knighted as the International Hospitality Team of Atlanta. You have all services that they need because we're talking collaboration, and even more so, we're talking your legacy. Let's think about it. What can you put together in the month of March and April that we can offer before they even get here? It's better than you waiting, standing at the airport, hoping somebody gets in your Uber. It's way better if you hope they find your restaurant because you just paid your Google Ads account and you hope they come over to see you. How about you publish what's going on right now? But that comes through your collaborative spirit, your partnership spirit, because this is a group project, as the mayor says. Our hospitality team needs to be all on the same page. because this is a true economic opportunity that you can win at. Come on down with World Cup ready. Let's get it done. Which one? What about it? Okay, got it. All right, so one of the big things about this is that this is the perfect opportunity to export Atlanta culture. But before we export it, we have to showcase it. Sometimes if you hear around, people say that Atlanta doesn't have culture. Now, I'd say that's a bunch of crap, but at the end of the day, this is the time for Atlantans to showcase their culture. We laugh about the lemon pepper wings, but we probably make the best in the country. We talk about everything from trap music museums, all the music, Black Hollywood, all the things that have occurred here. But in reality, music, it gets bundled in Atlanta and shipped globally. Fashion has been bundled in Atlanta and shipped globally. But now that those global customers and partners are coming here, what do you think they want to see? They don't want to see little Spain, little Haiti, little Morocco, little Saudi Arabia. They have come to see Atlanta. So I need you to bring out your best. Think every part of this city, full cultural experience, hospitality on 10. We want to make sure you are ready to support the exporting of this Atlanta culture. But you know when people come, or when, even more so, when you travel, you didn't go there to whatever country to eat what you had at home. So let's not expect for our visitors to come here to eat their flavor of food that they have at home. They want to know what makes Atlanta so special. They want to know why is our soul food some of the best in the world. They want to know that. They want to see if those ratings are really, really all that. We've dominated social media. We've had so many restaurants that go with the Keith Lees and all these individuals that do this type of exquisite, taste test and who's showcasing this and that. We do that all the time. But it's time for the Atlantans to stand up on the quality of our hospitality, the quality of our offerings, the quality of our experiences, our clubs, everything. It's time for Atlanta to step into that space and actually win. That's what we're here to showcase Atlanta. No pun intended, but that was the perfect name. We got to showcase who we are, what we're doing. We got to show our vendors. We got to show our stadiums. We got to show our neighborhoods. We got to treat everybody with that good old Southern hospitality. But I tell you what, if somebody's staying in your neighborhood, we need to showcase our churches. We need to showcase our nonprofits. We need to showcase our parks. Because you never know who you're entertaining. That could be your new neighbor, your new business partner. That could be that. So in order for them to get a flavor of Atlanta, let's give them a full dose of who and what Atlanta is all about. I love this time. I love that the world is coming to our doorstep to win. Let's make the most of it, Atlanta. Come on down. It's worldcupready.com. We're going to showcase this as the best opportunity. We will be the best host city. I already know that. The corporations know that. But now let's take that to the next step and make it memorable so that all of the international community keeps visiting who and what we are. It's time. Get ready. worldcupready.com. Thank you. What's happening? You got it.
Mike Wilmer.
Fired! Shots fired!
Andrews!